Hello, everyone. My name is Mariah Sparks, and I have prepared the myth of Kwan Yin the Compassionate as retold by Katrin Hyman Tchana. Long ago in China, there was an ambitious emperor named Miao Chuang. He waged war against all his neighbors until he won, conquered, and he ruled over a vast empire. Over these years of war, his people suffered great losses. So Miao Shuang had 3 daughters and no sons, and he was afraid to die and leave no successor over this land that he had amassed. So he decided to marry his daughters to 3 men that he would choose and decide from who would be the successor to his throne. Well, his daughters grew like flowers in the palace. The 2 elder daughters were more palace socialites and created festivities and enjoyed themselves with new clothes and toys. And the youngest was different. She was quiet and meditative and enjoyed the palace gardens most of all. So when the father found rich, powerful men for the daughters to marry, the elder daughters were thrilled, and Miao Shan refused outright to marry at all, saying that she would be a Buddhist nun. She only wanted to save humanity from war, poverty, sickness, and hunger, she told him. "You are mad," he said. And the emperor sent her to her chamber to be shut away until she relented to marrying one of these rich, powerful men. And Miao Shan refused to marry and prayed and meditated until her father, and fasted until her father relented, with the caveat that he threatened the nuns that if they did not dissuade her from continuing her desire to become a nun, that he would have his soldiers burn the temple to the ground. So when she arrived at the temple, Miao Shan had never worked a day in her life, was piled with tasks from morning till night of fetching water and chopping wood and gathering food. But one day, a tiger arrived with a bundle of wood and returned every day with another bundle of wood. And then the next day, a dragon, heavenly dragon, appeared and dug a well in the garden right out the kitchen, so she didn't have to travel to the spring to gather water. And then birds started delivering vegetables and food to the kitchen door, and so she didn't have to fetch that. So she had time for her chores and her studying and her praying. Well, her father became impatient and sent his soldiers in to burn the temple down and chase his daughter out. And she took responsibility, Miao Shan, and fell on her knees and begged, prayed for the nuns, the innocent nuns' safety. And then she took a pin from her hair and punctured the roof of her mouth and spat blood into the sky. And immediately a huge rain cloud appeared over the temple and poured rain down on the temple and put out the fire that the soldiers had started. And the nuns and Miao Shan were rescued from burning to death in the fire.